Council that I think summarizes why I'm here tonight. The mayor had contacted me, a number of residents have emailed me and contacted me, and I'm very familiar with this village. I'm familiar with the speed limits and the stoplight. In fact, in the summer of 2004, I was very familiar with the speed limit and very aware of the 50 to 35 to 25, 25 to 35 to 50 situation. But when people, no matter how small the town, contact me, I believe I have a responsibility to at least respond and to answer. And while I don't bring specific news or solutions tonight, I thought it was important that I be here. I will not be here very long. I had promised several weeks ago the village of Weston, they have a public forum tonight as part of their city council, and I indicated I would be there about 7:30 or so. It starts at 7, but I got leave for a half hour from that meeting for the village of Portage. Here's the letter, if I could read it, please. I am very familiar with the village of Portage and the people of the village after many years of representing them in the House of Representatives. While it is not appropriate for me to endorse a specific plan in response to the issue of the downtown stoplight and speed limits, I do believe this. If the mayor, village council, and citizens believe additional time is needed to consider potential options, the village should not be under any sense of obligation to make any final decisions tonight. Indeed, I would be glad to help facilitate meetings or site visits with Ohio Department of Transportation officials to further consider this matter. While there are a variety of opinions about what should happen in Portage, a few residents who have spoken with me or written to me believe that removing the stoplight and imposing the 40-mile-per-hour speed limit is the best option. Best wishes, and please do not hesitate to call on me if I can be of assistance. Mr. Mayor, and there's an extra copy for at least council, and I trust that all members of council may get copies of that. I think with that, and I don't write that without having spoken directly with the Department of Transportation, in fact, as late as this afternoon, and they assured me that there was no necessary urgency to responding with any decision or acceptance tonight. They do want acknowledgement of a couple of letters that they've sent to the village, and an acknowledgement that there will be decisions that will need to be made by the village with ODOT sometime this year, perhaps this summer. But there's no specific deadline or timeline that they have provided. So that's why I chose those words. And again, if you want my assistance in helping facilitate meetings with them, looking at potential options, I would be glad to do so. That's why I came tonight, just to assure you of that, and because Mary, you contacted me and other citizens have contacted me. And that is my brief report to the citizens. If any members of council have questions of the mayor or however you'd like to proceed, I do have a few minutes. I can remain with you.
Questions for him? Would council want to have a meeting with ODOT to discuss possible options or possible things that are out there?
I'm sure they would be glad to either visit the village for an on-site view of things as you may see it, or we could meet at the Department of Transportation headquarters in Bowling Green. I think either option would be available to you.
I think it would be beneficial if the infrastructure committee could meet with ODOT and public health and safety, since they're the ones that brought this whole thing up. Meet with officials from ODOT to get a clearer picture of where we can go and what we can do, what they expect of us, what we want as far as keeping our village safe and responding to the citizens and what they want. So I think that would be a good call.
Council like Mr. Gardner to set up a time, or would we just like to invite them to our next meeting? What would be?
Can I interject here? Sure. There's no obligation for you to include me in the meeting. If you prefer, I just want you to know I'm not offended by that. I'm here to facilitate if you want. But I'm certain there aren't too many people in Wood County who aren't aware of Portage and where you are and what the issue is. So, and ODOT is very much aware, and I'm certain in my discussion with them today, they would welcome the opportunity to sit down with you, whether I'm involved or not. You can let me know later.
Oh, yeah.
If you'd like, whichever you'd like to do.
Okay. Thank you very much.
And let me just say thanks for those of you who have contacted me. I take that responsibility seriously, and regardless of where you stand on this, I think the citizens are owed at least a good consideration of all the potential options. So, thank you all very much.
Thank you.